Today, we got some more news about the upcoming PS5 launch title, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, the 3D LittleBigPlanet side game, spin-off, successor even. It's honestly hard to tell what direction Sony is taking with the LBP series at this point, but for right now, I think I'm going to continue calling this game a spin-off rather than a sequel or a reboot. Why a spin-off? Well, because we just got confirmation that Sackboy: A Big Adventure is solely focused on the adventure. The whole game is centered around the story mode levels, therefore it's already detached from the mainline LBP series. That fact was brought up during a Sumo Digital dev update, and to me, I think it's pretty clear now that this game will lack a level creator. I know a lot of people, including me, really wanted Sackboy: A Big Adventure to be this grand return of LittleBigPlanet, but in the end, that was never the game Sumo Digital intended for this to be. I just kinda wish we knew a lot sooner, as speculation and expectations were going through the roof, man. These past few months, we've had nothing to go off of. I know the addition of create mode is a make or break thing for many, and I completely understand why people are disappointed, especially if you only liked the creation aspect in the older LBP games. Because, yeah, there are people out there that really enjoyed making things in LBP. They liked creating fun and unique levels and really nothing else. They didn't care about playing, they didn't care about playing the story mode, they just wanted to make things. I do, however, believe there's still a reason to be excited for people like me who enjoyed playing through the story mode levels in each of the games. Because every time I look back at Sackboy: A Big Adventure, it looks less and less like a generic Super Mario 3D World clone, and more like a fully realized 3D LBP story mode. And to me, that's neat. I like that. And just because the level creator is gone, doesn't mean literally every other aspect from LittleBigPlanet was stripped away. Point bubbles, jump pads, and many of the original gadgets like the grappling hook are present. Not to mention, the environments still have that LittleBigPlanet charm, as it should, because Sackboy: A Big Adventure does still take place in Craft World. Craft World was the planet LittleBigPlanet took place in. But then what was LittleBigPlanet? Was that a galaxy? A universe? Now I'm confused, but Craft World was recently confirmed as the main setting. So again, it's not completely detached from the old series as Craft World existed in those older games. In that quick developer update video I mentioned earlier, there was also brand new gameplay footage. Not a lot of gameplay footage, but much more than last time at least. In this new footage, we can see new mechanics like a roll and a flutter jump. And co-op exclusive levels were also confirmed, which is just like the mainline series. Online and local multiplayer was also finally confirmed. I knew at least local was probably going to be in there, but good to see online was confirmed. I mean, I wasn't really too worried about that. So yeah, that's cool. I'm now looking forward to playing Sackboy: A Big Adventure with friends, and maybe even some people on stream when I do eventually play that on stream. I think I might do it launch day, who knows. Other than that though, we did see some new environments, and even environmental hazards like disappearing platforms. And overall, this game genuinely looks like a lot of fun. I can see myself wanting to collect every single prize bubble, acing every level, and even getting a platinum trophy. I really hope people still give this game a chance, even though it might not be the game they expected. Sure, it might not be a very good LittleBigPlanet game, it might not be a good LittleBigPlanet spin-off, but it has the potential of being a great 3D platformer. Moving on to the last piece of new information, we finally got the announcement of the Digital Deluxe Edition and the Physical Special Edition. Both of these were leaked a little while ago, and I'm glad I waited to cover these because I was going to cover them when they were leaked, but I feel like that we just didn't have enough information. When it comes to the Digital Deluxe Edition, it is $80, so $20 more than the base game, and included in this edition is a digital art book, a digital soundtrack, 20 PlayStation avatars, 4 Sackboy emotes, and 4 Sackboy costumes. As for the special edition, it is $90, and it comes with a physical version of the game and a Tiger Sackboy plush. And man, as a big physical collector and just a big Sackboy fan overall, you bet I already bought that special edition with no hesitation. It's mine. I got it. I honestly expected it would be much more money though. Like $90 is only $30 more than the base game, so not half bad. Also, take into consideration that the special edition also includes all of the digital deluxe edition content, besides a digital copy of course. And what, that's $10 more for a quality plush in a physical version? Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good way to go when it comes to buying Sackboy: A Big Adventure if you want to go all out. In my opinion, I think you should go with the physical special edition instead of the digital deluxe edition. You just get more out of it. The special edition is strangely only for PS4 though. But remember, this is a cross-gen game, so whatever edition you end up buying, at least digitally, can be played on both the PS4 and PS5. And the PS5 version, of course, will have enhancements. If you, however, buy the game physically on PS5, then I don't believe it's possible to play that on PS4. But if you buy the PS4 version, you can play it on both, so it's confusing, I know, but I think as long as a free PS5 upgrade is available, you should buy the game on PS4 just to have the ability to play it on both systems. If you're going digitally, obviously, it's the same thing. You could just buy it either way, you play it on both. And that doesn't just go for Sackboy, but all games for PS5 and PS4, just make sure they have PS5 upgrades and buy it on PS4. Easy as that. I should point out that the special edition is only available directly through Sony's online store. I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon, but I didn't see it up on any other retailers such as Amazon or Best Buy. I also don't know if it's super limited in any way. If it is, scalpers might buy it up really fast, so if you're thinking about getting it, I'd recommend doing so as fast as possible because we already know what happened with the PS5 itself. At this point, I'm probably not getting a PS5 at launch. In fact, I know I'm not, as all of the system pre-orders were essentially gone in mere minutes, and I've been searching, and I can't find literally any way to buy these systems. Anyways, I know I just went over the digital contents for both editions, but I do want to take a closer look at the costumes themselves, because they are interesting. All 4 of the special and digital deluxe edition costumes are crossovers with other PlayStation-related games. So there's a costume for Connor from Detroit Become Human, Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima, Deacon from Days Gone, and Sam Porter from Death Stranding. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. Collaborations with other PlayStation games in the form of costumes was a LittleBigPlanet tradition I didn't expect to see come back, and this might point towards more to come in the future. I know people were kind of upset at the character choices. I know some people on Twitter especially were asking for Spider-Man, Ellie from The Last of Us, and Kratos from God of War, but I think this was a good selection, only because these are costumes that are completely new to the LBP series. We've already seen Spider-Man, Ellie, and Kratos as costumes for Sackboy years ago, and although I don't think those DLC costumes are returning for this game, I do think these 4 costumes were a good choice since they've never been done before. It's almost like missing LBP 3 DLC in a way, which makes me sad, because if LBP 3 continued content updates past 2017, we could have definitely seen some really cool stuff. One last thing that caught my attention about these editions was the 4 additional emotes. We already knew emotes were in the game, we saw Sackboy laughing, and I believe we saw a few more in the original trailer, but I didn't expect we'd see additional DLC or even unlockable emotes. What's even more interesting is that it seems like each of the emotes are tied to the costumes. So I guess when you emote with one of the costumes on, they'll do a little unique animation, which is cool. Now, one thing this might unfortunately hint towards is the idea of not being able to mix and match different costume pieces like in the older games. Because why have it so that the emotes are tied to characters if you can mix and match them together? I don't know, I might be looking too much into this. They easily can make it so that the emote only works if you have all of the correct costume pieces, but it's something to keep an eye on. I do think it's likely though that we can't mix and match costumes at this point. We might not even see stickers, honestly. And if we don't, that's going to be a little disappointing. Actually, very disappointing. But if the game's good enough, I think I could be okay with it. Just like the bonus costumes, these additional emotes could lead to more DLC in the future, which could be good or bad depending on who you ask. Personally, I'm always down for more content down the road, but I know people don't want to spend even more money on little things like emotes and costumes, so I get it. Also, in a blog post, Sumo Digital did state that they were working on Sackboy: A Big Adventure for a long time. So I don't know how long that is, how long that could be, but you know what? if they're truly saying it's been a long time, maybe three years, probably, then I have faith in them. I think they could pull it off for launch. I know I didn't want the game for launch. I wanted more time to be spent on this game, because, you know, the whole LBP 3 thing, where the game was sort of rushed, I just didn't want it to happen again, but I believe in them. I think they could pull it off. If they don't, I'm going to be very sad. But that about wraps it up for the latest Sackboy A Big Adventure news. If you're interested in this game, or even all things Little Big Planets, I highly suggest subscribing. There's a lot of LBP and Sackboy content already on the channel, and I plan on making much more in the future, as well as covering other games that aren't LBP related. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.